Students only learn what they think about. Thus, we need to use high-level questions and student explanations that prompt them to go beyond simple recall of facts and instead engage them in actively thinking about their learning so that they process, connect, and deepen their understanding of new ideas. High-level questions are those that aren't answerable with a simple yes or no, rote recall of facts, or guessing what's in the teacher's head. Instead, they call upon students to analyze what they're learning, explain their perspectives, and make connections to prior learning. This level of thinking and dialogue prompts students to make sense of learning, helping them to consolidate, cluster, and categorize new knowledge in their minds. When students verbalize their thinking, they reinforce freshly made neural connections, which helps them to more richly encode, consolidate, and strengthen new learning. Here's how to use high-level questions and student explanations in your classroom. First, when planning a lesson, consider 2 or 3 purposeful questions you can ask that will make students think about their learning. When asking questions, use wait time and cold calling. Pause for at least 3 seconds after posing a question before calling at random on a student to answer. This gives all students the time to think about the question and formulate their own response before hearing another student's ideas. Cold calling on students and coming back to students who aren't ready to provide an answer when you call on them puts every student on notice that they need to be thinking about your question and ready to answer in case you call on them. Also, prompt students to explain their thought processes and connections that they're making in their own minds. You can ask them to explain how they solved a problem or reached a conclusion by asking the follow-up question, "What makes you say that?" Or to extend their thinking, you can ask them, "What might happen if X occurred instead of Y?" Questions are hardly a new strategy. Teachers ask questions all the time. The great thing about high-level questions is that less is actually more. You don't need to pepper students with a barrage of basic questions. Rather, we just need to pose a handful of high-level questions that prompt students to think, really think, about their learning so that it begins to gel in their minds.